Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Chief Doomsday and the place to be. And yeah, we're up here live for another Wednesday Twitch session. It's been pretty fun streaming every Wednesday. For those that have been tuning in every week, we do this from 7 to 9 p.m., 7 to 8:30 p.m. Basically, we just start at 7 and we see how long things go. Yeah, I am your host for the evening, Chief Doomsday, and we're coming at you live from the epicenter down in Central Texas. It's getting a little bit cold. My homie up in the Dallas area said that it's snowing, so hopefully we don't get snowed in down here a little bit further south. Got to make that money, you know what I'm saying? Go out to work and whatnot. But yeah, tonight we're just going to chill. I've been doing a whole lot of sharing of my work and whatnot. So I figured tonight we kind of step outside of my realm. There's just going to be a tiny bit of nepotism tonight, but not a whole lot. But the goal tonight is to share some work from people that I respect, from friends of mine. You know, just kind of spread the love. Keep the commentary game going on here at Twitch before I start really branching out into other like YouTubers. I don't really want to step outside my circle and talk about other people's work just yet. Figure I might as well talk about people I know so that if I overstep my bounds or whatever, they can talk to me about it directly and we can get it all worked out. Yeah, yo, my man Johnny in the house. Good to see some people tuning in. Yeah, we'll get started here shortly. Before I start sharing films, I'll let y'all know what's on the docket for tonight. Planning on sharing I Am Texas. That's a film that I actually took part in, directed by my homie Ryan Darbon. We're going to share a short film called Amphibians, starring my friends Cole Wimpy and Tricky Jones. We've got EFA DOC on the docket. That's starring my man ... with a little bit of assistance from the homie Pool Boy Blue. We got a short film called The Witching Hour. Ooh, looks like I got a follower there. I'm on the wrong screen, though, and I missed it. Thank you, though, for the follow. But we'll be doing a short film called The Witching Hour. That's directed by my friend Joseph Santa Cruz, whose work I'll be in the very near future. And we'll also, as a wrap-up, be sharing Everything That Is You, a short film by my friend Stefan Gill, who's extremely talented, makes some good stuff. So yeah, let's jump over to the screening room real quick here. One moment. Boom. Welcome to the Chief and the Doomsday device screening room here at the Epicenter. Get the first film loaded up here. We'll go on ahead and get the nepotism out the way. I'm going to start with I Am Texas. It was released on May 31st, 2019, and the blurb that was provided goes, on their last day of tour, a black punk band find themselves in awkward, surreal, and life-threatening situations with an ignorant cast of characters. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat there. The film stars Audrey Campbell of Pleasure Venom, Jonathan K. Horseman of Urban Heat, and myself, Chief and the Doomsday device. Whole lot of friends cameo in this one as well. Maxwell Demon from Overload.com, JJ Pistols, whole lot of friends in here. So let's get that loaded up. And if I have anything to share during it, I'll go on ahead and do so.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel, unless I say otherwise. Comprende? Y'all know why I stopped you?
Not really, but I can make an educated guess. Is there a problem?
Real quick note, for fans of Breaking Bad, the gentleman that played the cop in this scene, he's the guy that Walter White calls out at the store when he's buying all the meth supplies in the same place, and he tells him to be smarter and break up all his buys. That's this guy that he's talking to. Really cool cat. Unfortunately, I'm a horrible human being, and I forgot my man's name, but it'll be in the credits.
Any weapons or drugs in this vehicle?
No. We're pacifists.
ID. From all of you. Charlie. Sonny. ID now.
Sorry, man. Skinny jeans.
Otis.
Present.
All these IDs are from Austin. How long y'all been here? Where y'all headed?
We're just passing through. We're on our way from California to play a show back home tonight.
Show. What kind of show y'all talking about?
Like we're musicians, man.
What, like Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yeah, something like that, daddy-o. Skibbity scoo bop, skibbity wow, 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 wow.
I need all of you to step out of the vehicle right now, or you will be forcibly...
We got 1054 in progress.
This was supposed to be a much bigger scene.
Backup needed.
We were all going to get pulled out the car and the whole nine. But we ran out of time on that day, and that location was really far away. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in.
Can I see your IDs?
I can't be the only one that's still hungry, man. Probably gonna have a cheeseburger and a pizza after this show. The guy that's playing the doorman is wearing one of my Chief and the Doomsday Device shirts. I know, man. We're just checking in.
Bro, the DJ set is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you doing here?
I was afraid people wouldn't think I was acting.
Oh, my bad, dude. I thought you were... Yeah, you can go round back, unload.
I get to lay it on real thick in this scene
I
with
like
the
your music,
dryness.
by the way.
Thanks, homeboy.
Gonna need to see some ID.
Of course you do.
From all of you.
All right, so Joe Marie Payton or Judy Ann Elder?
That doesn't compute.
Original Harriet Winslow, or that yellow bone that replaced her halfway through the last season?
All right, I didn't watch Family Matters as a kid, yo. I was more into Step by Step.
Oh my God.
Fuck y'all.
That step-by-step delivery had us cracking up on the set all night. That was a good running joke throughout the whole production.
What's up, man? Did you get to see our input list? We emailed it a while ago and haven't...
Yeah, I don't know, some black band.
Hey.
My man! What's happening, baby?
Before we get too deep into this scene, we got to take this short film to a few festivals. It played in a couple international, a couple stateside as well. And one thing that was interesting was the way that people always sort of approach the topic of race. When Ryan was writing this film and when we were producing it and shooting it, we did want people to be aware of race, but we didn't necessarily want to take like a soapbox stance because, you know, none of us have the answer in terms of racism or whatever. We just try to treat people the way that we feel other people should be treated. So kind of the whole point of the film, if I could speak for Ryan, you know, I don't necessarily speak for him, but I don't think he'll care that I'm speaking about it. It was just showing, you know, folks kind of being unaware, and it was putting microaggressions on blast, but then also being like, hey, ultimately, you know, this stuff is not a big thing. It's human nature. Be real with yourself. Be real with the people you love. Move forward accordingly. So anyway, yeah, with that context, I'll allow the film to continue.
Dusty, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I am pumped for tonight, man.
Yeah,
You
me
guys
too.
always kill. And that new you dropped? I swear to God, I must have busted in my pants twice listening to it on the way over.
You're welcome, I think.
Thanks, man. How's that tour going?
I mean, not the best, not the worst.
And occasionally I curse, bugging out, tried. Shit. Sometimes I think I'm blacker than you.
Step by step.
From the waist down, know what I mean?
But from the waist down? Dude, I live in constant fear of being shot to death by police, right? What the fuck does everything from the waist down feel about that?
Some things it's just not cool to joke about, man. Black Lives Matter.
It was also showing how awkward that conversation can be.
Boys, and this first one goes out to
You
all
know,
you cold-studded stunners.
You can get off on the wrong foot, be on the right foot. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Dude, relax, all right? Sound God's legit, man. We don't have to worry this time. Dude, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. That dude didn't even look me in the eyes.
That cringe is 100% the point. That's exactly it. You said it much more eloquently than I could. Even before cringe was like a big thing. That's what this whole film was about. Yes, this was shot by my friend. Oh man, it starts with a D. No, her name is Mariana. I believe her name is Mariana. That'll be at the end as well, but yes. Amazing cinematographer.
What do you have? Beer, whiskey shot? Por favor.
Yeah, just keep it up.
Gracias, amiga. Cheers. Go. Let's cut this short tonight.
Absolutely, I'm fucking tired. Hold up. How come?
The cards have spoken. We gonna get laid tonight, man. I just wanna have time to go home and shower.
All right, fair enough. Hey, this card say anything about me?
Let's see. Reply hazy. Call me later.
Bomba Clyde. Can we help you?
Oh, sorry to interrupt. It's Calvin. Calvin Lomax with Noise Pollution. We spoke via email about doing an interview before the show.
Shit, yeah, my bad, dude. You talked to me. I think we can experiment.
Awesome. So I'm working on a piece. It's called Question: Are we not men?
I love this
Answer:
scene.
We are Negro. It's a pun on the Devo album.
Yeah, we're well aware.
Anyways, I don't want to monopolize too much of you guys' time, so let's just get to it. The new record pulls from a myriad of influences. There's post-industrial, there's hardcore punk, there's of course early
Bad Brains, not so much.
I mean, there's a whole homophobic.
Oh, for sure, but they were pioneers. I mean, you guys can't deny their influence on contemporary hardcore.
Whatever you say, man. I'm just in the band. You're the music critic.
Well, the new LP is a game changer. It represents a cultural shift. I mean, you guys are the voice of a generation. If I was black, we're all part of a black renaissance.
Bruh, Jesus. We just like to play music. That's it.
Oh, shit. I left my cigarettes in the van like a dumb butt. I'll be back. Calvin, it was a pleasure.
Great. Okay, I gotta talk to you guys about the lyrics. It's just amazing. It speaks volumes to the current cultural climate in the country. You know, reminiscent of early James Baldwin.
This was also meant to be a much longer scene, but it got cut out for time. There's supposed to be a whole compelling meeting there, a little bit of mysticism.
Keep it open?
Yeah.
So every time he brings it back, he starts with, I remember you was conflicted, but I really relate to the misusing your influence part.
Yo! Here she comes. She can tell you all about it. Hey, what a coinky dink. I was just telling my man Calvin here how you're growing up in a fatherless household influenced your decision to play punk music.
My dad, asshole.
Every man for himself.
You can open up to me. My dad used to travel for conferences.
These dudes are the shit, okay? Imagine, like, living color mixed with death. The black one, not the shitty metal band.
Yeah, Sahara Lounge definitely has a distinct look.
What? No, gross.
I
They're
love Fire Walk With
homophobic.
Me. I
Fuck
need to watch that
them.
movie again.
What about your shirt?
What about it?
John Lennon. He was a known perpetrator of domestic violence, and he was kind of a dick.
That's not the same thing, okay?
I feel like I could have done that
totally
line so much
different.
better.
How is it totally different?
What? John Lennon was an activist? He had that one song, Woman is the Name.
It's fucking dead in there, man.
Yeah, what'd you expect? It's Austin. Oh, somebody confused me for one of the guys in TV on the radio again.
Well, you are black.
Oh, that's what it is?
Man, some dummy in there just confused me for one of the guys from TV on the radio.
Well, I did
can
too
totally
when
see
we
it,
first
you
met,
know,
man.
to be honest.
Fuck y'all. I really enjoyed the ending sequence that Ryan put together. Happy I got the cinematographer's name right. Their name was Mariana. Super, super cool individual. And Shannon McCormick was the person that I was trying to think of that was in Breaking Bad. Thank y'all very much. I'm going to have to pass on the word to Ryan that his film did very well on Twitch. So moving forward, I think we're going to change the whole vibe up here. We're going to go with a short horror film. This film is called The Witching Hour. It was shot on Sony FX3, and it was released last year, October 29th of 2021. Almost right on Halloween. The tagline goes, a young woman struggling with her sobriety is forced to deal with her problems alone until she finds an heirloom and strange events start to unfold around her. This was written by my friend Joseph Santa Cruz, who also handled directing duties, starring Paulina Vela and Mariana Flores. I'm currently working, or I guess we just wrapped a film with Joseph Santa Cruz and Mariana Flores. Okay, I thought that was you, Mariana. Is that who that is that just dropped the heart? So yeah, looking forward to sharing that. We played Laney last week. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I'm sure I'll share my films again in the near future. But yeah, before I ramble too much, let's go ahead and get this film started. And as always, I'll share my thoughts if I have anything worth saying. You'll be able to hear one of our chat members in this film.
Just hang in there, okay? I'm gonna be home soon. I know it's just harder than I thought it would be. Think of all the hard work you've done to get here, okay? You don't want to throw away 6 months of sobriety for nothing. You just picked the worst possible time to leave. I didn't choose this. It's my job. I had to come. One more day, okay, and I'll be home. Just find something to keep you busy. I will. Thanks for calling, and get home safe. I love you.
I really like that shot through the window screen there. Really cool push in, super creepy vibe. This whole film just does a really good job of setting the mood. You're not really sure what to expect, but you know to be on edge just immediately right from the beginning. That whole sense of being watched. Listening to this in headphones, I'm hearing some sound design that I never heard before either. Really appreciating the sound mix on this right now. Score's got a little bit of John Carpenter action to it. Alina does a lot of good work with her eyes and just like with subtle expressions. You know, I don't think she said a word up to this point in the film, but you can really just kind of feel the melancholy hanging around her, and you can tell that she's going through a struggle. Well, then you made an excellent choice as the casting director. Some people just really are able to express well with their eyes. You could like almost see what they're thinking.
Hello? Hello?
Little jump scare action for everybody. I like the way that they keep the camera always moving, like always chasing, always pushing in. It really helps with the unsettling nature of everything. Haven't seen Joseph work. I know it's something that he's aware of too. You know, it's all conscious choices. What up, what up? Wolf Robinson in the place to be. Yeah, I saw that you play the ghost as well, Mariana. I was gonna drop that little hint at the end there, but be on the lookout for when our chat members plan a surprise role near the end of the film. No spoilers. That shot that just happened is really, really, really interesting. It starts so high and then it turns into, you know, like a steady cam type shot. I'm wondering if Joseph was on a ladder or somebody was on a ladder and handed the camera down. That's my theory to how they did that shot. Impressive shot though. Yeah, my analysis brain is on point. I figured we weren't rich enough for cranes or anything like that. And that's what I would have done if I was in that position. Mariana with the brief appearance there right at the end. A little bit of pulp horror for you. Yeah, I'm really you can see that Joseph is a fan of films. He hosts a podcast called Back to the Feature. I've been a horrible listener and haven't really been keeping up with the episodes, so hopefully they got a new episode in the works or they released something recently. But wherever you can watch podcasts, listen to podcasts, you can find it there. So yeah, The Witching Hour. It was one of those films that I watched, and then pretty much right after seeing it, Joseph kind of locked me down for his upcoming film, a film called Stuck with Chuck. And we're currently trying to do a little bit of a campaign to drive some money up for the post-production and whatnot. So if you go to @ChiefDoomsday on my Twitter page, I got that pinned to the top. You know, sorry to plug that there, but I got to share that because we're trying to get Stuck with Chuck out there and around once we get it to where people can see it. So what do we have up next? Let's see. Let's keep it kind of in the realm of mystic, but we're going to go a little bit heavy on the dramatic side. We're going to shift from a film with very little dialogue to a film where dialogue is a very key aspect of it. This is a short film called Amphibians, directed by Drake Howard and Devin Finn, written by Casey Wimpy, starring my old good friend, I shouldn't say old good friend because we're still good friends now, but my good friend Tricky Jones and Devin Finn. Very cool film, so I'm very happy to share this with y'all. Let's get it going.
Go ahead.
Here?
No, there.
Like this?
Not there.
Where?
Let's start over. Go ahead.
Here?
Not there.
Like this?
No, there.
Where?
I love the look on this film.
Let's start over.
What?
No.
Ready?
It's cold. It's cold, and now you say...
Want some milk?
I never drink it.
Everybody drinks milk. It's good for you.
Not if you're lactose intolerant.
It's good for your bones. Secret of milk is, it's like taking a bath in your mama's shadow. Milk's what makes you mammal.
Well, I guess I ain't mammal then.
You ain't mammal.
Nope.
Then what are you?
Amphibian.
You're amphibian.
You don't even know what an amphibian is.
Do too.
What then?
Smooth-skinned vertebrae, cold-blooded mother. Amphibian got lucky, see? It was born with the silver spoon. It can make it on land, it can make it on water, it can go back and forth between two worlds.
Lucky.
There's some serious shadow work
Lucky
going
ain't got
on in
nothing
this
to do
film.
with it. You
in
forget
more
I got
ways
the
than one.
osmosis. As long as I got this here dictionary on my bed, I got all the answers to life.
What's the definition of black, then?
Black is a velvet curtain. Pull it back and get a throat that swallows time.
What's the definition of white?
White ain't any old thing, it's just a hair. Like the last piece of cotton in a field.
That ain't the definition of white.
I got the dictionary, so I make the definitions.
The definition of sex.
Now, the eclipse of two bodies in the heaven.
Are two pillows in a hotel room?
What, you and me?
It's up to you, it's your dream.
Oh, hell no. I'm leaving your white ass for good. My husband's getting suspicious, see? I put the wedding ring back on my finger. Besides, I got my period.
Again?
That was a ridiculously
Damn,
huge wedding
woman,
ring.
you gonna bleed to death.
You're the one that reeks like a near-dead dog, and you taste like one, too. How many nights you been at it now drinking that no-count lighter fluid? 10,000?
No count.
Lucky you ain't caught fire, gone blind, one or the other.
Lucky I do go blind. Won't have to look at your fat, ugly face no more. Anyway, lighter fluid's good for you. Makes your soul burn bright so God can see you to save you from the pit of 10,000 things.
Who told you that raccoon two-dick nonsense?
There's some seriously bold writing going on, too.
God himself.
Very poetic.
Dog more like it. You done drank so much of that poison, you done gone talking crazy, talking to dogs. But dogs real sly. They just want to outwit you. I don't know where they got this loyalty jazz laid on them. I mean, they real behaved because they've been bred that way since way back when, but they ain't all good. More bad dogs than good. Me, I prefer frogs.
Frogs?
Bullfrogs. Sweet old souls that breathe through their skin and go croak in the damp in the dark. You can't hardly ever catch a bullfrog. You know they got these African reed frogs that can switch their own sex.
Switch sex?
Sure. It's in the dictionary. They go back and forth between male and female. I can't think but any old thing.
Remember that summer we woke up and there was a frog on the pillow? Just like it crawled out of a dream and onto the pillow between us.
And you picked it up and he peed all over your hand.
And a month later, I had warts on my hands, so I went down to the barber, had him cut them all off with a stop razor till my hands bled.
I remember.
Well, that's what it feels like talking to you sometimes. Like I gotta cut off itty-bitty pieces of myself to get through a conversation in a dream.
Only problem with that barber is he wasn't thorough enough, you ask me. Should have cut you up more and spilled the wickedness out of you. Come over here and shine my shoes. And don't pull any sham polish on me now. I want to see mirrors that shake the moonlight when I walk.
Problem is, your feet sweat so damn much they leave salt deposits on the leather.
It's this devil humidity. You could churn it with a spoon.
Remember my old man? Taught me how to shine. Military man. Always want to use vinegar instead of rubbing alcohol. It saves you on Lexol later on. Now on a good Sunday, it's the normal grade to each pair. Right to left, cotton, counterclockwise, always cotton. Then an hour before church, you do it again so the polish bonds are set. Then you come in with the horsehair brush. Cracks and tongues, coarse over dull. Not too hard, smooth, see? Like this.
Your time's up.
A new days are coming. Remember the day we met?
We had the same dream.
We were playing leapfrog.
In the tall reeds and grasses.
Under the big elm tree.
Which later lightning struck. I dreamed I was you.
And you were me.
Before that, I didn't know why people had dreams.
I thought the sun rose and set on you.
The two worlds.
Promised land.
Land of milk and honey.
Some serious acting going on here. I used to be in the theater program with these two back at Texas State.
Bible says it's all gonna be straightened out in the end, you know.
They still got it.
Every mountain brought low, every rough place made plain, and whatever the root of our lives, whatever treachery, lies, murders, groceries, only God can collect the bill.
Don't talk to me about God. I don't believe in no heaven. White folks got a bright place in their sky for their heaven, but everybody else won't shake because they've been working all their lives.
The shift is almost
work
like
to be had with
perfectly
God.
halfway at the middle of the film.
The
It's a nice
definition
touch.
of word.
Before he made ropes.
The definition of God.
Before he made shackles.
The definition of heaven.
All nouns, each one in the same. Living dreams of the tongue after the fires of his breath have wrestled out the milk bone rib of time from the parched and parted throat of bondage forged in the smithy of the deep maw of the earth. Ha! And the God of the hearth said,
Let us make woman.
And the Holy Ghost said,
Come.
Let us make man.
The devil said,
Ha! No.
Make coats for the woman.
And his army said,
No.
Make shackles for the man.
Shake. Break it.
Right, and the spirit said,
If you make ropes, if you make shackles,
now release them.
let the power
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on in this.
Amen. Let the power begin to shout. The fire confess.
Their theatrical background definitely lent itself to their performances for this film.
Shake it so break it.
It's shot very theatrically.
Amen.
I see God. I see her in the fire And the mountain and the land. I see the water part, the land. I see him at the dinner table with death.
The definition of death.
Now, what's waiting for us at the finish line? They call it race, and that's exactly what it is. Wyatt got the soft cotton of heaven, like strands of hair on a velvet curtain, a colored curtain. So you see, black is the prerequisite of white. Woman, precondition of man, dream of reality. And you got all your stars in your sky, your white dwarfs, your galaxies. If there was no dark matter for them to swim in, there'd be no gravity to go their bonds.
Remember spring 1984?
Solar eclipse.
They told us not to look directly at it.
Told us we go blind.
We did anyway. Dark silhouette. Like a daydream of the earth.
No more of this dream driving. No more definitions. I only want to talk about reveries, rhapsodies, repose, visions, like we got a right to be young again.
Pardon me being so quiet. I'm getting caught up
You
in
ever
this
want to
film.
switch sex?
Switch sex.
Or switch color? Like a chameleon? Like a frog in the reeds?
Or drink fire. Like a salamander, go back and forth between the two worlds.
Neither ourselves or each other. Neither in both. Amphibians.
I appreciate folks hanging around, getting to share these films with people. Give
Been
my
having
friends
this
some
recurring
props.
dream. Been having it for years. Nights. 1,000 nights. 10,000. It's you and me. Here. Always here. The bed. Dictionary. The chair. The shoe shine. Place the milk on the table.
Where? Here?
Yes. Just so. You come to tell me you're leaving me. Going back to your husband. But I can't ever tell if it's a dream or somewhere between a dream and a shout.
It really is.
So way
Thank
back
y'all for
when
being
I
a
got
community.
smart and devised this trick. I drink lighter fluid. A whole bottle of it. Then I take a match, put it on my tongue. I always figure if my tongue catches fire and I burn up, I know I'm not dreaming. But so far, I ain't ever burned up.
So what happens?
I wake up. Well, ain't that a bitch? Look what you done now, woman. Not a match left in the box to know if I'm dreaming or dying.
You men have got to get over this sickness for certainty. This one's a dream, that one's a daydream. This one's a no-count nightmare. Don't matter no way. Just shake it, just break it. Just a hair. You want some of this buttermilk or not?
No.
What?
Let's start over.
Rest in peace to Jeremy. Used to live right across the hall from him in the dorms. Yes, that was Amphibians. I hope this film got some festival circuit run, because I think this definitely would have got some folks' attention if it did. Unfortunately, I didn't do my research and check or anything to see what's what. I'm more of a day of type of guy when it comes to these streams. But Amphibians is a really strong one. It's like in CinemaScope too. It's even wider than it's basically wider than this frame that I'm broadcasting on here. I had to turn off the heads-up display. 1 second. Boom. I had to turn that off, or otherwise I would have been running out on the back of the film the entire time that we were watching it. So yeah, with that being said, let's move forward with our next one. Our next one is a little bit on the long side. It's a documentary, if you will. Stars my homeboy ... The homie Pool Boy Blue is in it. Norman Bass is in it as well. And it's a satirical sort of documentary about Austin hip-hop loosely. About ... specifically. And I won't tell you too much more about it because that'll ruin the experience. But, you know, take it as sincerely as you do tongue-in-cheek. Without further ado, this is EFA DOC.
It's recording.
So Austin hip hop is real. I don't want to say whack, but I'm gonna just say like it has potential. That beat, I could hear the seagulls and shit.
That's funny.
Alright, so we'll probably run through your verse at least once just to get your voice level, and then we'll do it for you.
You find out you start calling this man a contraceptive.
It's the same way if they ain't got the same drive as yours. Don't ever lose the dinosaur.
Yeah, that was me clearing my thoughts. Mama, where the hell is my O's? I just sit on the table waiting, checking my phone, getting a message from D. What's up? He told me, nigga, what it be like. What's up? Nigga, how on the song if it feel like. What's up? I sent him my email, he sent me the beat. I listen, yeah, the shit feel right. Yeah. That song name is Dinosaur, and don't forget your stepbrothers. Back in the days, I was Dinosaur, all over my ex. I just wanna be fly. Where my O's, mama? Mama, holidays have passed.
Yeah, Amphibians is super wild.
Do I come out now?
Keep that in mind.
Anybody there?
Wolf, you're about to crack up when you see Pool Boy in this one. This was dropped in 2016, like 6 years ago.
So, who are you?
DLS, man. Dot silent, but you spell it every time. It's DDOTELLES. And I spell it with the E because I want to be unique in a Google search, because there's another guy with the I.
Since he dropped this and was DLS, he's changed his name several times. He's now ... and you spell it DOT, but with capitals in the right place. As a member of the difficult to format hip hop name club, I definitely appreciate ... .'s name and his whole naming convention.
So I lost the I.
How long have you been making music?
I've been making music. Shit, man. It's like a loaded question. What is music? What is creation? What is...
Just like music then?
Songs.
He's nowhere near this pretentious, but he is this funny, which makes it pretty hilarious.
Who are some of your influences?
Shit, man. There's so many. MF Doom, J Electronica, Lupe Fiasco, Black Thought, Jim Morrison, Goku from Dragon Ball, Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, because he was the black one.
Yeah, seriously.
Megatron.
What is music?
Alec Baldwin.
What is creativity?
James Baldwin. Malcolm X. Nas.
So we'll jump from Alec Baldwin to James Baldwin.
DMX.
How do you know Demetrius?
We met, just years ago.
by fate, just randomly in Austin, the capital, and bumped into him years later. I just dropped Potpourri, so
Pool boy.
I don't know. I just know him, I guess, like I said, through fate.
Alright, man. I had this idea. Shit.
What's he like as a person? He's an interesting person. You know, you think, you know, one second you're talking to him and think you're walking with him in the north.
That list
and
is
then the next
nowhere
thing you know,
near
he's going
done, by the
south,
way.
And you're just like, what the fuck?
So what is important to you when creating?
Communicating effectively. I want to be an effective communicator, man.
I got this idea. I feel like I need something that's like new school, but I want this shit to be at least reminiscent of some older shit. I want it to sound like it could have came from another era. Like, I feel like my favorite shit all sounds like it's timeless, but it's timeless because it sounds like it could have been some old shit. Sounds like it could have been some new shit. So I need something like that, but I also need something like wavy, bro.
I feel like if you're
That's how
creating
people
something
request
that's doing
songs to me as a
anything
DJ.
artistic, you have to take a feeling, an emotion, a moment. You have to capture it, and you have to convey it to somebody that might not have been there, might not have gone through the same thing, in a way that they can feel what you're saying.
Had to mute my mic because I'm
So
over
I
here
would say
laughing my
that
ass off.
Whenever I'm creating something, I'm trying my best to translate. And that's important to me.
Thank you.
That's alright, man. I feel like you listening, but you're not hearing me, bro. Like,
Alright, man.
I feel you. This is good, but you got something else, so
Yeah, I got one more.
It's hilarious watching Dell try not to laugh this whole time.
This one right here.
Excuse me, watching Pool Boy Blue try not to laugh this whole time.
What's it like working with D-Dot? Confusing, a little frustrating at times. Just, you know, I mean, as a producer, you know, I feel like somebody comes in the studio to work with me, I'm like, all right, I got this one right here for you. Usually 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling that. But like with Els, you know, first beat I pull up, he's like, no, I'm not feeling that at all. And then, you know, we go through like 10, 15, I'm pulling out beats that I made 6 years ago.
it's got some waviness. It's a little bit. There's no Frank Sinatra to this shit, bro. Like, this shit's not Sammy Davis. Like, it's fucking, it might be Dean Martin. I'll give you Dean.
Alright,
The Dean Martin disrespect.
Alright, this one though.
I do like Sammy though.
Describe a typical working session.
We can use the word work loosely.
Hey.
I've been through so many beat
Anyways,
selection sessions like this.
You know, once he settles down, it's fun. But you know, just getting into the process, because it is a process.
I feel like this is maybe almost. It may be almost. Like, it's not quite almost, but it might be.
It can be enjoyable.
I need something that seems like something, but it's actually something else.
At times.
I forgot to give the credits.
Something watery. I need to float in some shit. And
This is directed by Carlos Pagan.
It's dope.
I believe he
nah,
edited
man,
this
it's
too.
dope. But I don't know if it's. This isn't velvet, bro. Like, I need some ear velvet. I need some fucking. I need a Cadbury egg. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette though. I'm gonna be.
Do you, bro? Let me.
I'll be right back though.
Formulate some stuff. And then he goes outside, you know, does this little thing, and then comes back, and I'm just all like, hey, listen to this one. It's usually the first one I played, and he's all like, oh yeah, I'm feeling that.
What else you got, man?
Alright, so you were out there, I came up with some, this one I forgot I had this one, so I play this one real quick.
Yeah, I really like the way that Carlos put this together, though.
Yeah, it's pretty wavy. I feel like it's all the stuff you were asking for, you know? Just...
This has got me thinking I need to do an all vocals DJ set one Wednesday. Share some ... with y'all. Some pool boy and whatnot. All these cats really do make some great music. Like, even if I wasn't their friend, I'd be saying that.
Yeah, this shit's hard, bro. I do fuck with this. Yeah. Hey.
Cool, man. That's great.
Some
Really.
real shit. I can pick them, bro. Like I got an ear. I have a real special kind of ear. Like
I see what
most people don't have that ear. Music is like a puzzle where you put shit together, and once you pour it out the box, it doesn't always make the shape that you want it to make. But if you have time and perseverance and you find those correct,
You know this is the same song though.
nah, bro, like you probably weren't listening. That's cool. This shit is dope.
Andre 3000. One Below. Redman. Corrupt. Tokyo Police Club. Deftones. Killer Mike. Rage Against the Machine, Nirvana, the Pixies, the Stooges, the Beatles, Hendrix, the Roots, Janis Joplin, Sublime, Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Sam Jackson, fucking Ray Liotta.
I was supposed to say Ray Liotta.
Fucking Christian Troy, Kobe Bryant, Shaq.
Yeah, very much so.
Mookie.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's
Shuttleworth.
fucking around. It's very much a sarcastic documentary.
Yeah.
How do you feel about drug use in hip hop?
I think that has become like the biggest advertisement, the biggest commercial for drugs ever. I think that we're like a fucking Chantix commercial or a fucking what's this shit? What's the fucking herpes medicine? The Brand New Day shit. I think that hip hop has become that, man. Hip hop is the chick in the herpes commercial parasailing.
Quote of the year
How do
right
you
there.
think other people perceive you?
Hip hop is the chick in the herpes commercial
I think I'm
parasite.
well respected, man. I think people value my opinion. I think they genuinely enjoy the shit that I have to say. I think I'm looked at as a wise person. And I'm not fucking with these hoes, dog.
It's funny because that line is funny, but it's actually true.
Like Larry Holmes,
Like, people do
smacking
look up
niggas
to
in their
D-Dot,
domes. Can't
look up to
really
Dot.
see me, Holmes. Wave my hand in front of my face like John
I gotta look up his podcast real quick, and
Best
I'll
not
share it
play
with y'all.
the T&A, cause they be like, get out my way and move your ass. But I be like, Johnny Cash, Folsom City Bros, find me in the fucking prison system on some steady improvements. That means I'm an asshole. I hit you with Spanish.
Got a bitch that speak it and it got me feeling mannish. So outlandish. Every time I fucking rhyme and shit. Dog, I'm something like a hymen wit. That means I'm tight with this. Ooh, dog, I'm so motherfucking sick. I make a bitch bleed. Put a bitch on her damn knees. Dog, I'm something like illest every time I MC. That means I might control. Dog, I might could hold a bitch with 2 hands. But I'm something like the Taliban, the way I bomb these bitch ass niggas like Afghanistan. Or maybe like Iran in the future. Beat niggas to stupids and then fix them with sutures. That means I sew up their eyes closed. I'm something like an asshole. Every time I be ripping this shit, tell these fucking tadpoles to jump if they feeling froggy. But they can't really see me, doggy, and I be like pissing on niggas till they soggy. Like Cameron and Killer Season. I don't need a reason. Rip
He
shit
makes his
for
ridiculousness
any fucking evening. And
so
I be
believable.
Like bringing shit to the morning. Like
I'm sure if you
Lucifer,
walked into this
son of,
late,
but I'd be like a
he
stun
would come
glove,
off as 100%
a Danny
sincere.
Glove, her words absurd. The way I ripped the verse and I had to curse like a lot.
He said it's weird how like we started off in the water and came on land. And a lot of things are in the water now started off on land and went into the water.
So why would dolphins feel the need to come back on land and take over?
Food, maybe? We're fucking out the oceans.
Yeah, that drink in his hand is always a nice touch. I love when he's listening to his
like,
influences and he's rocking back and forth with the drink.
Treehouse of Horror episodes, the dolphins are like, fuck this shit, and they came on land and they took over Earth.
So you think that might happen?
It's just bad. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's one of the things that will bring mankind together. It's the dolphin menace.
If aliens
So
were to come to
stupid.
Earth, how do you think dolphins would react?
I don't think they would react until they had to. Once shit got to the water, then I think they'd have.
Yeah, I'm part of that Eyes Closed Club too.
The dolphins are smart enough to like mind their business.
All stuck in your head saying ridiculous shit. That's me on the daily.
No, don't worry about me, man. I'm just a light guy.
Alright, hey, what's up? We got Moses behind the camera. We got Alex here from Pearland. This is Norman Bass.
Coming to the home stretch on this documentary here. Shout out to my man Norman Bass.
Party, my homeboy Joshua. Dope ass artist. And this is my house. Where we throw dope ass underground shit. And we're lit. Fly horses.
Yeah. Fly horses.
Do you want to hang out in here? Do you think? Do you want to hang out out there, smoking weed, drinking drinks, tip the bartender? Thank you for the bullshit. Thank you for Norman Bass. Without any further ado, Steve Ellis.
Hey yo, and I had to go with the homie Samo said, I'm like a shy person, so don't feel inclined to look at the stage the whole time. Feel free to dance around and order drinks and just groove on this funky shit, you feel me? But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of myself as this set progresses. This first shit is called DJ Hero, DJ Bones. Hey.
This is him actually sincerely performing. In case folks want to actually hear him rap.
Jesus, Shuttlesworth, like Jesus, Shuttlesworth, like Jesus, Shuttlesworth. Listen, I call you son cause you shine like one, not cause you mine, but you shine like one. I hope your life is well. Life is all as far as I can tell. The game is 5-9, so is the clientele. People afraid to be themselves, shells posing at somebody else. Brain cells in their cell, and it's so easy to remain high as hell. They dreaming like I got a next ocean. Feel like a leftover, but this is the end like James Franco and Jim Morrison. Trying to capture a moment with his phone, got a dirty lip.
This song is called Jesus Shuttlesworth. Pretty sure you can catch it anywhere you can catch stuff streaming. Thank you very much to everybody streaming. Seeing some good numbers tonight. Really appreciate everybody hanging around, checking out these short films.
Listen, I call you son because you shine like one. Not because you mom, but you shine like one. Now I'm call it Jesus.
Got a couple new followers too. Anybody that's not following that wants to be a part of these Wednesday streams or check out the DJ sets, feel free to follow and you'll get notified.
Welcome to heavy profit. Underneath you as a not shit, but it's paper. Can they define a man better than his works can? You worth more than your worth, they the size was fly. What's the purpose of your life if you get 5 mics for doing something you despise? Foolish eyes see the beauty in the beat, hold desire, but those who think differently is set aside and crucified. Niggas try to do me like Christ. Ice ain't the motive, it never could on my focus for more than a moment. So they satisfied with zoning on some shit that ain't important. I refrain from the recordings about Gucci and Jordan. Staying lifted in my circle, circa Eric Foreman. But this isn't that shit. Johnny Drag on Adderall and Ritalin, the benefits. Turns up, focus and height and shit with no fucks left to give. Plus drunk as a bitch.
Big shout out to the homie ... That was EFA DOC. Been dying to share that with folks for a while. It's really hard to find on YouTube, but it is on there in case anybody wants to check it out. I did a horrible job of sharing information about some of these films here. That was EFA DOC, released on October 21st of 2016, directed by Carlos Pagan. And before that was Amphibians, and that was released on July 7th of 2021. And it was, I think I said that was directed by Drake Howard and Devin Finn. Devin Finn also pulled acting duty as well. And so we are coming down to the final short film of the night. Thank you for everybody that has tuned in to our Wednesday stream. We do the Wednesday streams every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we just kind of shift the theme around. Usually try to share work of some sort. Documentaries, short films. Thinking about doing some music videos next week. I've done a DJ set on Wednesdays before. And then, other times during the week I do DJ sets as well. Been doing Friday nights at 7 p.m. and Sunday a brunch time set at 1 p.m. So if you're into the music stuff, you can tune in then. And if you're into the commentary and sharing content, you can tune in every Wednesday. And so let's go down to this final film here. This is called Everything That Is You. It's a short film by my friend Stefan Gill, written and directed by him, starring Ty McCone and Danielle Yvonne Ploger. Danielle is probably my favorite local actress right now. She's been booking a whole lot of roles. Is really good in everything that she does. And I'm hoping that at some point I can write something that she could be in. Because, I think she would kill it, whatever she was given. So, without further ado, let's move forward. And I'll let y'all check this out. And y'all can check out everybody involved. Y'all can see how Stefan really puts these films together in a way that makes it a shame that he's not making films at a higher level. When his feature, Remember to Forget, gets out there, I'll be definitely sharing that with people because that film is amazing. But without further ado, let's move forward with Everything That Is You.
everything that is you.
This is definitely another one from the poetic realm, both narratively and visually. The way that he kind of cuts around time and conversations is really interesting in this film.
I love everything in you.
You did that too. I'm first on the page.
I don't know why you have to be so hard on yourself. I don't know why you have to be so hard on yourself.
Well, you never know.
Isn't that enough?
You did that too.
Why is you?
Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I feel like Stefan could direct an episode of Euphoria and be right at home. He's definitely very confident with the way he puts his visuals together.
I'm so excited to see where you go from here.
You never know how they'll screw it up.
Even if they drop the ball, it's not going to be your fault.
I'm first on the food chain to get light.
I don't know why you have to be so hard on yourself. You know, you have a damn cool individual sitting right here. And I fully support you in every single thing that you do. And I don't give a shit about what other people think of you. Isn't that enough?
Artsy, but not pretentious, you know. I think that's what I dig about it. Everything really has intention.
What have I been doing this whole time? You alone can't.
Like, I feel like I would be artsy just to be artsy.
It's not just up to you. No, I'm not talking about that.
But I don't know how to help you.
I know it. You can't even look at me when
What
you
I'm
say
saying
it.
is that I have
You know
zero
what?
restraint when it comes to directing.
You've completely not asking you. I'm able to do is support you and love you. And that's what I do.
You're so concerned with my happiness when I'm just...
You don't have to.
Yeah, but I'm being realistic. Wait,
No,
look.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you accepting the things that I did. Isn't it? Isn't it?
How could that? It's not in the way that you want me to.
I'm leaving.
You did that too. I'm first on the food chain.
I really hope that Remember to Forget gets to see the light of day. His feature really is impressive. He's getting a little bit frustrated just because it's so hard to get into festivals or find distribution if you're not already like locked into the system. But this is just like a drop in the bucket compared to what his feature does. My big old head is right, boy.
I love everything that is you.
I really enjoy this music too. I need to see who did the music on this film. My man Wolf with the good taste. You
Isn't
already
that
know.
enough?
Well, let's see who did the score. It should be coming up shortly. Big shout out to Stefan for putting this one together, and Charlie Pierce. Looks great. Give us the music, man. Ryan Upchurch. Ooh, I feel like I've heard that name. I don't know why I've heard the name Ryan Upchurch, but it looks familiar. Saw the homie JJ Summers down there. Awesome. It's been a really fun stream, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll be doing this again next Wednesday. Haven't quite figured out what the idea is going to be for next Wednesday. Thinking about maybe doing like a music video show or something like that. But we'll see, you know. If you want to keep in line with everything that's going on here on the Twitch channel, I post about what I'm doing mostly on Instagram, also on Twitter at times. I'm at ChiefDoomsday everywhere. Really not that hard to find. Check the Chiron down here on the bottom right, bottom left, whatever side of the screen. The thing that keeps changing. Check that and it'll have the information. So yeah. Oh yeah, on the DoomTube ATX channel, I recently uploaded a video that I'm pretty happy with as well. It's an analysis piece that's connecting Get Out to being John Malkovich through the characters that Catherine Keener plays. It got trapped in YouTube copyright purgatory for a minute, but I had faith in the system, and the whole got released, so now it's seeing the light of day. So definitely go over there to the YouTube channel and check that out if you feel like it. Maybe one of these Wednesdays I'll share some of my YouTube stuff here. But that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. And if I don't see you before Friday, I'll see you this upcoming Friday at 7 p.m.